Elias Pettersson, Vancouver Canucks. Fabulous season they're having. He is having a career year. He's already well above his, career average pace. He'll probably finish with 110, Tim, maybe 120 points if trends continue to go the way they're going. Vancouver doesn't seem to be slowing down. He's going to be is he a UFA or an RFA after the season?
I believe he's a UFA. I'll double check while you talk.
If he's a UFA, this is a big deal. They've been having contract negotiations throughout the season. They had him last year. They've been trying to get this guy locked up. He's an RFA. So they have a little bit of leverage at Vancouver Canucks. Yeah. They're not getting any indication from Pettersson that he wants to be here long term, according to Rick Dilawali, a TSN guy from Vancouver area. And he's saying there's frustration growing within Vancouver with the management, the coaching staff, everywhere. They're like, why isn't this guy signing the contract? Why isn't he even countering and saying, I want more money? It's just kind of nothing going on in the Pettersson camp. So what is happening in Vancouver? Is there any chance, Tim, that they're going to deal this guy?
No, but it is really interesting that he's not engaging in conversation, because it's not like he's saying, no, I'm going to test the market. No, I don't want to sign. He's basically not answering. He's not picking up the phone. He's not allowing his agents to engage. This is what Pierre LeBrun said. Quote, Pettersson hasn't been willing to allow his agents to engage with Canucks management meaningfully in contract negotiations. And I think that's been a tough pill to swallow for the Canucks up top, meaning they want to get the deal done. They want to announce the good news, extend him long-term, 8, 10 years, whatever it's going to be. And
only 8. He can't go 10.
Okay. He doesn't want to do it. And Darren Dreger said on his show that I don't believe for a second that it's financial. So it's not about the money. There's something else going on in the water here. And my question for you, how concerning is this? Because it's not unusual for guys to say, listen, it's my intention to sign, or maybe they don't say anything, but they will say, you know what, let's talk about it in the summer. I don't want any distractions. I want to focus on just playing hockey, and we'll talk about the renewals in July. That's not that uncommon, especially for an RFA who's going to be under control. So is it a case of that, or do you think there's something else going on here?
Well, this is the guy who said before he signed his last deal, the 3-year bridge deal with Jim Benning, that I want to make sure I know where this team is headed before I sign. So he's obviously aware of, his future, and he doesn't want to be locked into a situation where, you're making a lot of money, but you're on a losing team. And then you're not happy. And so I kind of can't blame him for that. And he's taking his time. And I just watched The Office, The Art of the Deal with Steve Carell, when he's like the negotiation tactics, and he's like, you never speak first. And so him and Darnell are in the room, and no one's saying anything. And so maybe he's doing this. I don't speak first, and he's just really laying into it, and he's just making them feel uncomfortable, because it is strange that you don't even just say, let's talk after the season, or give him some indication that you're willing to talk and you want to, stay here long term. I would be concerned. This is your franchise player. This is the guy you want to build around. This is the player who reportedly you've offered 8 years, $12.5 million. It's almost $100 million you're offering this guy, and he's not even giving a response. That would make me second guess. That would make me concerned. Why doesn't he, sign it? So I get where Pettersson's coming from. Where's this team going to be in 5 years? He's still a young kid. He's 25 years old. Is this team going to be good in 5 years when I'm 30, still in the prime of my career? JT Miller's locked up long term. He's 30. He'll be 35. Elias Lindholm is 30. He's going to be 35 if we re-up him. Connor Garland's around. He'll be older. The team is going to be aging. Will it still be good? I don't know. So I think conversations will happen between him and the management and say, hey, Alvin, what are your plans moving forward? Are we still going to be contenders? Are we still going to, compete, trade our first rounders, go for it every single year? Because it's a big decision. It's a big life decision, especially I don't get the sense he loves Vancouver. Do you?
No.
Right?
No.
There's nothing screaming saying, I love this town. He doesn't come out and say, I love playing here, man. The fan base is fantastic, where you hear that from other players. Like Marc-Andre Fleury just said it. He's not leaving Minnesota. He loves the fans. He wants to be a part of the chase, the playoff hunt. Pettersson is in first place in the Pacific. He should be on cloud 9 right now, and he's not saying anything. So I don't think he likes it there. I really don't.
So what's the likely scenario in your mind? Is he waiting till the summer? Does he not want where does this go in the next couple of months, or does it go anywhere?
Just to go to arbitration. That's the one avenue he could go, and he's assured of a 1-year contract. And then he leaves town. He'll be a UFA after that.
Yeah, so now everyone's
Maybe.
talking about the trade speculation, and Chicago goes up at the top of the list. Obviously just for the cap space and the Bedard and all that. Detroit's also up there, similar situation. Just they have availability for him, and everyone's floating out all kinds of deals. Obviously, Vancouver isn't going to deal him. They're at the top of the league right now, and you mentioned those guys getting older, but you're still going to have a pretty elite core for the next several years. Not to mention Quinn Hughes, and so Brock Besser, all these, they're going to be good for the next 3 to 5 years, even if JT Miller and Garland, all these guys get older. So they're still going to be a good team. I can't imagine you're going to have a better situation than you have in Vancouver, unless there's something specific about it that just doesn't work for you. Whether it's
I just don't think he likes Vancouver.
Yeah,
that might be it. And he's been there for 6 years now. And if he doesn't like the town, he doesn't like the town. And so you can't change that. You can buy the best condo, the best house, the best everything. And if you don't like the city itself, there's nothing you can do about it. So I don't know what the case is, but it is very strange that he just isn't Tim, here's a 8-year deal for $98 million, $100 million. I think it is. What's 12 and a half times 8? I think it's 100. So it's just, that's crazy to me.
But how many cities in the NHL or in the world even are that much better than Vancouver to be a young millionaire? You know what I mean? I can't imagine what he wouldn't like about it, but I guess not him.
Everybody has their preferences. Maybe he wants to go to Arizona. He likes the sun.
Yeah. No.
They wouldn't sign him because they would never sign someone for that much money. But
I don't ask for some of that money back if he wants to invest in a new rink.
Yeah, hey, right. Could you defer 80% of that salary so we can build this rink?
Here's your check. Can I borrow some money, by the way?
Yeah, just a clown show they're doing. But now I don't want to rip on Arizona. But I don't know. Over under. Let's see.
Signs. I think he signs. I think he stays.
But does he finish his career there?
No, because I don't think he's going to win a cup, and then he's going to want one when he's 30.
Does he have a Canucks jersey on in 3 years?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. What do you think?
I think no. I think where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's obviously a reason why he hasn't signed already.
Definitely not a good thing that he hasn't signed. If you're a Canucks fan,
he could go out and nail the rest of the season and win the Hart. I don't think they can offer him more than 12 and a half. 12 and a half is a high number.
Yeah,
it's a big number. That's McDavid. Better than McDavid? Elias, are you better than Connor? Are you?
No,
you're not.
No.
So take 12 and a half. Take it.